Ladies and gentlemen, Raiders Nation, buckle up because the trade deadline is looming like a storm over the black hole, and the whispers out of Las Vegas are getting louder than a sellout crowd at Allegiant Stadium on game night. What if I told you that two of your silver and black edge rushers, guys with untapped potential and a hunger to prove themselves, could be shipped off before the clock strikes midnight on this wild NFL carousel? Yeah, that's the buzz that's got everyone from Oakland diehards to the newest Vegas converts buzzing. Today, we're diving deep into the Raiders trade rumors that have the Buffalo Bills salivating, but let's make one thing crystal clear. This is all about our Raiders, the team that redefined rebellion, the squad that Al Davis built on that unbreakable commitment to excellence. I'm your host, channeling the spirit of John Madden himself, and we're breaking it all down, right here, right now. First off, let's hit the headlines straight, no fluff. According to heavy hitters like Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer and NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the Raiders are fielding calls, and seriously considering deals, for two key pieces on that ferocious defensive line: Tyree Wilson, the former number 7 overall pick out of Texas Tech, and Malcolm Koonce, the breakout beast who terrorized quarterbacks just last year. This isn't some smoke, it's fire, sparked by Buffalo's desperate scramble for edge help after a slew of injuries turned their D-line into Swiss cheese. The Bills just gutted through a gritty Week 9 thriller over the Chiefs. Man, what a statement win that was, but it came at a brutal cost. Their defensive end Michael Hoach tore his Achilles, sidelining him for the year, and now they're missing Ed Oliver, Dwayne Carter, with TJ Sanders still nursing his wounds on IR and Daquan Jones limping back from a calf tweak. It's a bloodbath up in Orchard Park, and guess who the Raiders are? The low-cost saviors dangling temptation like a pirate's treasure. But hold on, Raiders fans. Before you start hurling silver bricks through your TV, let's zoom in on these guys and why a trade might actually light a fire under this team. Start with Tyree Wilson, the 6'6", 271-pound freak of nature drafted in 23 with sky-high expectations. Remember that draft night? The Raiders, fresh off their Vegas glow-up, scooped him up dreaming of a Marcus Allen-level impact. A guy who could bend the edge like Bo Jackson on a dime or slide inside to clog lanes like a human roadblock. But folks, it's been a rocky road. Injuries nipped at his heels early, and through 2+ seasons, he's notched just 10 sacks total, including a pair this year in 2025. Disappointing, sure. But here's the spark. Wilson's best flashes come when he's bumping inside on passing downs, using that supersized frame to disrupt like a wrecking ball. Breer nailed it. There's promise in this 25-year-old, a versatility that's gold in today's NFL, where offenses spread you thin like butter on a Ward's corned beef sandwich. Then there's Malcolm Koonce, the pure edge hunter who's got that Oakland grit in his veins. This dude exploded in 2023 with 8 sacks, sacking souls left and right, proving he could be the heir to Max Crosby's throne on that Raiders pass rush. But 2024? A torn ACL wiped his slate clean, no snaps, just rehab sweat and silver determination. Fast forward to now, he's back, but quiet so far, with just 1 sack in the first half of 25. Yet, think about it, further removed from that knee surgery, and Koonce could unleash like Ken Stabler slinging it to Fred Biletnikoff in the 70s. He's a free agent in 2026, so he's more rental than keeper, but at his cheap contract clip, he's a steal waiting to happen. Now, let's break it down tactically, because as a Raiders lifer, I live for this stuff. The Raiders' defense under Antonio Pierce, our interim-turned-head coach phenom, has been a roller coaster, leaning hard on Crosby's league-leading pressure rates while the secondary dances with chaos. Wilson and Koonce. They're depth pieces in a unit that's allowed 24.7 points per game, ranking middling in the AFC West. Trading one, or both, could net day 3 picks, maybe a third-rounder for Wilson given his rookie deal lingering into next year, or a 5th for Koonce as a prove-it guy. Low cost, high reward for a rebuild-minded front office. Imagine GM Tom Telesco flipping those assets for offensive line help or a young corner to pair with Jack Jones. Suddenly, Aiden O'Connell's got time to thread needles to Devontae Adams like it's just win, baby, all over again. But here's the rub. Do we gut the pass rush when we're already trailing Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs machine by 2 games in the division? Crosby's a beast, 15 sacks last year, but he can't do it alone. Losing these two might echo the 80s Tuck Rule heartbreak against New England, where depth deserted us at the worst moment. Speaking of history, let's rewind the silver reel for a sec, because Raiders lore is the lifeblood of this franchise. Born in the frosty fields of Oakland in 1960, The Raiders were Al Davis's middle finger to the establishment. Rebels in white cleats, pillaging the AFL with that pirate logo staring down the league. Fast forward to the Super Bowl glory. 18 in 84, Marcus Allen's 191-yard masterpiece dismantling Washington. 11 in 77, the steel curtain bent but not broken. Edge rushers. Legends like Howie Long, terrorizing with that blonde mane and unyielding motor, or Greg Townsend, the quiet assassin with 107.5 career sacks. Our rivalries. Pure venom, the Broncos' orange crush, the Chargers' bolt from the blue, and oh, the Chiefs, that frozen November 22 heartbreaker still stings like a bad tequila shot. Trading away potential. It's risky, but it's also Davis DNA, evolve or perish. And pop culture tie-in. Picture this, Wilson channeling his inner Charles Woodson, the Heisman hero who locked down Jerry Rice before cashing checks in the secondary. Or Kuntz rising like a phoenix, a la the Madden curse. Wait, no, let's flip that, he's breaking it. To get the pulse of Raiders Nation, I caught up with a few voices. Okay, let's call it my crystal ball of fictional flair, but trust me, these ring true as a Billy Cannon punt return. First, head coach Antonio Pierce, leaning against a locker in the Death Star's shadows. Look, Tyree and Malcolm? They're warriors in the making. If the right deal comes, we bless it. Just win, baby, means winning the future, not clinging to the now. But Raiders don't rebuild, we reload. Then, Max Crosby, sweat still dripping from practice, that trademark intensity in his eyes. Those guys push me every day. Trading M. It'd hurt, but if it brings in pieces to chase that ring, man, I'd block for myself. Vegas don't sleep on talent, we feast. And from a fan in the black hole, tailgating with a pirate flag waving, trade him to Buffalo? Let him freeze their tails off up there. Raiders Nation's got the fire. We'll find the next Howie Long in the desert heat. Quotes like that. They fuel the fire, don't they? Statistically, let's stack it up, because numbers don't lie, even if they sting. Wilson's 10 sacks over 32 games? Modest, but his pressure rate jumps to 12% inside, per next-gen stats, outpacing Kuntz's edge only 9.5%. Compared to past Raiders trades, remember Khalil Mack to the Bears in 18 for a haul that jump-started John Gruden's reboot? Or the Von Miller flip in 22 that netted us nothing but lessons? This feels like that calculated chaos. Seasonally, with 8 games left, the Raiders sit at 4-5, clinging to wild-card hopes. A trade influx could vault us to 7-5 by the bye, pressuring that Broncos secondary like we did in the Snow Bowl of '09. Expert take. Hypothetical shout-out to my old broadcast buddy, Mel Kiper Jr. Wilson's a boom or bust gem. Raiders cashing in now keeps them ahead of the draft curve, especially with O'Connell showing poise beyond his years. 12 TDs, 8 picks, echoing Stabler's gunslinger vibe. Looking ahead, predictions time. Because what's Raiders football without a dash of destiny? If Telesco pulls the trigger on Wilson to Buffalo, expect a third-rounder back, flipping it for a tackle like Georgia's Amarius Mims in the 26th draft. Kuntz. A fifth fuels the war chest, maybe snagging a receiver to ease Adams' double teams. Playoff implications? Massive. We beat the Chiefs twice this year already. Imagine a rematch in the divisional round, Death Star erupting as Crosby and a reloaded line tee-off on Mahomes. Draft-wise, it positions us for elite talent without tanking, honoring that commitment motto. But if we hold, these guys gel, and suddenly we're the AFC West's nightmare, echoing the aughts AFC Championship run. Raiders Nation, as the deadline ticks down, it's November 4th, 2025, and the desert's calling. Stay locked in. Tune into the next silver and black showdown, whether it's primetime under those LED lights or a gritty afternoon grind. Follow the channel for every rumor, every rumble, because we're not just a team, we're a movement. Just win, baby. Let's etch this season into the history books. This is your Raiders Report. I'm signing off, but the passion? That's forever.